Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so very much for joining me for the Joy of Blue collaboration. This collaboration started last year. The point of it is to make and share something blue. Some people are on YouTube, some people are on Instagram. You might see quilts. The medium does not matter. It could be paint pouring or resin, paper crafts. I made a journal. I used surprising colors. So when we look inside, you'll see what I did. I did make a process video about this. I haven't edited it yet. There will be more information if you want it. But in a collaboration, we just try and share the project and keep it fairly brief so that you can hop around and check everybody out. The links to the other collaborators will be in the description below. And also there's a hashtag Joy of Blue below this video. That way you can find the unofficial added on later wanted to join us people. So don't miss them too. I used a piece of fabric to tie it. This is a pool liner, and I didn't know what this was. I picked it up at Scraps KC when I was there. If you're anywhere near Kansas City, be sure you go to Scrap KC. I sliced it to this size. You can see that in the process video. And I haven't decided if I'm going to put a Velcro closure or anything because it keeps growing, so this would need to move over. But I do like the tie, and it curls, so it just sort of stays that way to some extent anyway. Pool liner I had never used, so it was in my Joy of Blue bin and I wanted to try it out. And then I had a bunch of paper that was from my friend Noni's trash bin. I did a project earlier with tons of pink, which isn't like me. And for this one, I used the other colors, the ones that were darker or a bunch of leftovers. And then I thought, well, what if I use different colors and come back with blue? How will it turn out? I don't have an end goal for this journal yet. I don't know if I'm done. As I clean today, I'll probably find and add more blue things. I did a stencil of trees, and this is piano roll paper with some of those Dina Wakley sprays. This is one of my favorite scraps of paper, and then another amazing scrap and a little embellishment that I made. I just took things that I love that obviously probably are blue. This was from Noni's trash, and put them in here and started playing with it and just having a great time. I went through my Joy of Blue bin and my friend's trash bin and really thinned them down. Some floral washi. This one of you sent to me in Happy Mail. I'm sorry, I can't remember who right now, but how cute is it? And I thought with the bluish purple, it just really made this page pretty. And then I had this that kind of went along with it. And this is a pocket right here. So I'll put something in it. I always put something in the pockets before I sell or gift them to be sure that the person knows it's a pocket. This is washi and then another layer of paper. And look at these gorgeous blue stickers on this page. These are from the peel-offs from Europe. They call them peel-offs. You see them on different channels here, but look at that. Oh my gosh. Then this is, I think, a metallic alcohol ink scrap. And I put a little iridescent die cut that one of you sent me and a cluster that I made. It doesn't really matter the background papers and what they look like. And I think we overthink it too much in our projects sometimes. Washi. I just wanted you to see that regardless of what supplies you have, you can have all kinds of fun. And that was my point of making that last journal too. Collaged it on, and a bit of that piano roll paper and some fabric and paper scraps, right? Random bits that kind of brought in these colors, and then you could journal on the back. Again, this could be a pocket, I think. This one I love. This was a giant die cut piece, and I rounded off the edges so I could have a section that worked for a journal page because it was a scrap. And then I rounded the corners on this scrap piece of paper for a journaling card in it. And then I just took my white pen and drew some little lines to accent those curves. And then I came over here and did some too, kind of tie the pages together. The scrapbooker in me can't help that. I always want to bring them together. I haven't played here, but I love this paper. This was a bag that I put some blue on when I was messing around. And this one of you sent this to me, and I stamped on it and then put a Joy die cut. Then I made a little card with it and used an extra piece of the pool liner as the pull tab. Again, some plain spaces. This is washi. I was experimenting. I usually put it on light paper and I tried it on dark. I don't hate it, but I like it better on light paper because the background just vanishes. Again, I had a bunch of these cards in my stash. Then I took some tissue that I had dyed, just wrapping tissue, and glued it on top of it. And it turns out for journaling or photos or whatever. Some more of that piano roll. I just love that paper. A pocket with some paper to write on. This is stenciling with ink and paint. And again, 2 different paints on here and a butterfly flying away. It had a brad and stuff in the middle. I had to pull it out. It was just too bulky even for me. It was cuter. It had a yellow brad in the middle. I have a little notepad right here so you can tear off some of the tabs and a scrap of paper. And I haven't decided if I'm going to put something back in the middle, but it won't be 1/4 of an inch thick. This page is fun. I had this cat just sitting around and I couldn't figure out what to do with it. One of those extra cards and some paper. And on the back, I added the blue. I added all the mixed media stuff. They were clean, fine papers. I just wanted more interest. I use so much patterned paper. It's weird for me to use this much solid. But then it gives you more room to layer up and add. I found that it was kind of nice to not have patterns all over. Another card, and I used a bit of that for the pull tab. And this is a vellum envelope, so it has one of my tags with fabric on it inside it. And then on the outside, I glued another cluster. Oh, I had fun with this page too. You guys sent me these die cuts in Happy Mail, and then Melody had sent me this a long time ago in a kit. And then I had this cluster that I made with Winnie the Pooh, and I just layered it up and had a great time. This page too, look at this. Okay, big card that came in Happy Mail, and I put blue stickers on it that came in Happy Mail, tucked it behind. This came in Happy Mail, and I layered it up with some of my stuff. Then this is a pocket right here too, so I just tucked this in like this. So I like these pages that have pretty patterns and nice solid for your eye to rest and lots of places to tuck things. Scrap of paper that I absolutely love. This is a G45 paper. And then this was a die cut that I've been carrying around since before the pandemic when I went to Hawaii and visited an amazing store in Maui. Then another one of those cards, and I inked the edges of this. This was one of the envelopes. It's a little crooked, but this was one of the envelopes I made, and it had a flap, and I just wasn't feeling the flap for this. So I used it to put that tag in, and then I have some gel print paper up here. Oh, this was from Melody. I didn't realize she'd written on the back, but I was also thinking it's kind of thin, so I probably need to put it on something and back it. And then here, another great scrap, one of those clusters. This one has a ladybug and says craft on it. And then I put in one of my tags that has fabric on it, and the back is plain for journaling on. And I just left all these strings. I love them. Even if it's not a real stringy journal, they're fun surprises when you pull them out. This page I stenciled on, had a great time. I love this page so much, I don't know what to put on it. And then here's the back cover. This thing feels wonderful. In the process video, I'll show you how I made it, but it's thick and it moves and it crinkles, and the pool liner is an amazing piece of trash. Okay, bows aren't my strength. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check out the other collaborators and have a wonderful weekend. It's supposed to be 60-some degrees here. So in updates, who knows what I'll talk about. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.